Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Hardspace Shipbreaker, and we're moving into a new phase. As sort of discussed, we've pretty much exhausted a lot of the early access content that's already shipped at the moment. I mean, they'll update it shortly, soon enough, but we've also got other playthroughs. Maybe you haven't checked them out, maybe you're not aware of them. We're doing the weekly challenges in a different playthrough, and I'm also doing a hardcore one life run, and that's going all right, touch wood. But for the moment, with this one, we unlocked the final upgrade, which was this, so we don't have to basically pay repayment costs on the cutter anymore. So now LT has no function, even though we can earn it, I suppose. Furthermore, certification doesn't exist for us at this point in time. So I suppose now we move into the fine art of money runs, right? We want to get that debt down because why not? We might as well. It should tick down a lot faster. I'm assuming I never really checked, but I'm assuming the cutter took a chunk. So our earnings per shift should significantly, well, go up. It's less our earnings, but it's more our deficit that's taken out as a daily sort of cost. So it'll be interesting to watch that. But now we're going to get into the bean counting. We're going to get all that sort of stuff, that minutia, and just sort of try and figure out how best to make the most money. Now, I guess the sort of constraints that we will have put upon us is essentially I'm doing one shift. We've discussed at length already that I just can't record more than one shift in one sitting. It just doesn't work. So essentially we're going to have that 1 15-minute shift with a fresh ship to rip it to bits and do what we can. So, one thing that we might explore is the idea of not using an isolation key. I'm not sure if we'll do that straight away, but the point being, the less money we can spend, the better. You know, so even things like considering keeping an airlock active for oxygenation and all that sort of stuff, so we don't have to trip back and buy anything. We're going to get stingy potentially. I don't really know where this will go, but it's interesting, but it's a totally new phase of thinking. Now here's the other thing. These are separated into their categories by very hard, but let's examine, right? So there's an industrial there, 14 million-ish, and yet the industrials here are about 13 million total value. Oh, what to make of that? Sadly, there's not going to be a lot of room for these, for mackerels. There's just not enough money in it. 13 to 14 million seems about right. But I'm not that worried about the very hard and all that is purely a work order concept, which we're not even going to ever open up the work orders again on this save. So you got to wonder what would you go for? You know, what would you aim for? What sort of info can we divine from this? If anyone has any thoughts or suggestions, I'm absolutely open to them. Might just go hard on the Stargazer. Maybe the Stargazer is the one that we start to really play with. Trenchant Medusa. Okay. So, how do we get the core out? How do we get the core out without the key? That's where this begins, I think. Yeah. Truly sandboxy, I suppose. The world is my oyster. We're always going to want to get the core, and as far as I can understand, the core is always going to be in the same place with this thing. Alright. Now if we examine, interestingly, see compartment, the external compartment. The external compartment. The external compartment is oxygenated. Now, do you reckon we'd have to do 4 cuts to cut those lines with an explosive decompression? I'm going to test this. We'll see what happens. This might kill me. Problem is, oh, hang on. We could set this up in the corner. Right? because you could turn it. What I'm trying to do is sever the fuel line and the... So we're going to have to be precise. We're going to go bang, 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 bang. But the second one has to go clean through the cut previously, and we have to do this inside of the 3-second window or so. I'm going to give it a go. Here we go. And we're probably going to get lag as well. Move, 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 move.
Salvage destroyed. Please revisit your training. Air pressure level decreasing.
Curious if that actually cut away the core. It did not, sadly. In fact, it didn't cut the lines at all. That makes me very cross.
Reactor meltdown. Urgent action.
Makes you wonder.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Does the reactor technically salvage? I guess it's not melting down. How badly do we fuck this ship? Yeah, the back end. Oh, we've got the old texture problem. All right, you know what? Since we're sort of playing in a weird range, I'm just gonna clock off. 3 million will do. Who cares? You know, profit. We'll actually be able to see what the deficit is these days as well. Get some numbers floating around. And I am considering attempting what I just did from the inside. 3 million. I think it gives you the numbers next. The dailies. Look at that, that's nothing, 130. So what do we got? Resurrection costs, interest, which is about 50 grand, bay lease, bay transportation fees, hab rent, and hab utilities. Look at that, that's nothing. And the interest is very quickly ticking down. Some pretty clean numbers. All right, we're gonna grab a new one. So sadly, in case it wasn't clear what I was trying to do, yeah, I was trying to cut the outside hull, but then cut, with the second cut, catch the, actually, I think I know why it didn't work as well. Because, yeah, I was trying to catch the pipes with the second cut. But for example, see like this, when you go to do a cut like so, you can see the red line is telegraphing what it's going to do. For example, if I cut like this, it's not going to hurt that solar battery on the side. But if I start moving across there, it will catch it now, right? I think what I did, if we go and inspect it underneath, just to sort of reenact my thought process, is you can see the pipes faintly, right? Yeah, this one here as well. So I position myself here, which is actually a fair distance from the pipes. I think what happened is when I cut that, see that line's extending because it just does, because it's already clipping this this plate. I think once it went and cut through, all I did was cut that ceiling on the reverse side, and it wasn't far enough to cut this. So hypothetically, it might work, but what I would have to do is go zap zap like there, like somewhere sort of central, and then I'd have to come across there. So that's we'll put that on the back burner, like a version 2.0 of that attempt then. Alright.
Airlock pressure level.
But I'm keen to give it a bloody go from the reverse side. Especially, consider the experiment of, say I grab a wall with my hand and then I face 180 away from it. And if I pull away, I'm still attached to it. So there's room to play like that. Okay. Now that's... Okay, that's fine. So we'd want to pressurize Let's close that.
Airlock pressure levels increasing.
Cycle this. And then now cycling this will likely open the door to the out. It'll close that door, I think.
Air pressure level increasing.
Oh wait, no, never mind. My apologies. That was a bit. I thought I figured it out, but apparently not. All right, so we're pressurized all through. No. This is the power area. Now, the thing is, as much as this is a clean, interesting way to try and pop the cork, this doesn't protect me from the fact that I'm going to blast fucking coolant and fuel everywhere. So you can see there's one pipe there, and there's the other pipe there. In fact, there you go. That's exactly the problem that happened there. Now it's catching. Now you can see it's catching the pipe. Wait, no, it's not. Actually, what's going on there? Did you see the grey dot for the pipe? Oh. There's potential here. We obviously have to bust the, that hull. What if we do it like this? Yeah, see how it's grey on the pipe? If I were to cut this, that pipe won't cut. It'll cut the whole length of the sheet underneath. That's a fascinating illustration of the game's mechanics. God, there's no really easy, zoop zoop kind of way to do it. I'm just gonna have to be fucking fast. Here we go. Cut. We do get a little bit of time, and this will cut the plate underneath as well. Okay, here we go. Why didn't you move? Why did you not move? Oh, I seem to have died. Oh, goodness me. Shit, can we get the core in time? Hang on.
Reactor condition critical.
Yeah.
Prepare for uncontrolled explosion.
Negative. Straight in, baby, straight in. Come on, go. Money! Easy, never even panicked.
Credits deposited.
Now, did we blow the ass off of it? We did not. Okay. All in all, it didn't do that much damage, actually. How about that? That actually did very little damage. Let's investigate the fuel line. Or what's left of it. So there's our fuel line. Yeah. Pretty clean in the end. Our coolant's still cracking the sads up there, but that's okay. There's something. There's some experimenting to be done here. Look at this. It's all twisted. Thing is, these things aren't free, so we would still need to do an isolation. How would we do that? I haven't done this in forever. Really got to think about this. Jesus Christ, what just happened then? I got kicked like a mule. Stop that. Oh my god. Hang on. That's isolated? Safely? Oh! Okay. Wow. Turning that thing kicked me around pretty bad. Oh man. Alright, out you go. Hopefully it doesn't clip everything on the way. Oh, don't belt the fuel line.
Credits deposited.
Yeah, right. Well, that was interesting, if nothing else. It does have that front bit. Well, I think we got them both. Nice.
Account credit applied.
Still blasting coolant, maybe not.
You got 5 minutes left in this shift. Knock out that work order before they turn the lights out on you. We wrap.
Well, that worked out.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
This could cause all sorts of horrendous explosions given the way that fuses are positioned on this type of ship, but we'll give it a bloody go, eh?
Deposit not accepted.
I think they're valuable. I can't remember. Did that get the one behind? It did. Nice.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oops.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Into the furnace with ye? Oh yeah? Hang on, let's try something fun.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
It seems to have come away with 2 cuts. Interesting. Ah. Who knows? Try and flatten its descent a little bit. Something's sparking in there.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
You know this is a terrible idea, right? Oops. We're still good. Hold on. What? Oh my god, I deserve to die from that. Never mind. Look at him go.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay. Alright, crew cabin's clean. Alright, now what if I try and isolate
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
this switch? I can't seem to get that switch to detect. Like, if you have a look at it, it gets flagged as mechanical. But I don't believe there's any way
We're
to
getting down to the wire. Let's put a bow on this
cut
shit.
that. Can't cut it at all. Interesting. What can we do here? Oh, I got more of these things. Okay. We've got 30 seconds. Oh, I'm confused. Which way's down? Ah, oops. I did not cut them. I don't think that's going to make it. Oh well. It's good. So we're getting some interesting experimenting going on. 5.2 million. Not bad. How much are those sensor arrays? 90,000 each, and the comms array is around about 80 plus change. So we've got 2 apiece. Not to be scoffed at. Power generator though, 270, you always got to get him. And the thrusters are... Well, we got 2? 450 apiece? Yeah, okay, cool. So it doesn't look like there's anything that's really going to shake up the pecking order. But there are definitely some pretty good things in there. Look at that. Only 279. Resurrection fee, of course. Right, okay. I was like, that seems a bit much, but yeah, because I had to come back from the dead. Because I blew myself up. Whoopsie daisies. Anyway, so that's where we're at now. Starting to poke and prod and come up with some new and interesting ideas, which, you know, I really like doing that. Might even try the old airlock maneuver. You might recall a little while back we were pulling... I figured out a really quick way to pull a reactor through the side of an airlock. I can't remember what it was on. Was it on the Gecko? Or there might... Well, it is on a Gecko. I think it was on the industrial one. You could sort of roll it sideways out of the barrel with minimal cuts. Anyway, lots of things to play with. It's going to be fun. Alright team, thanks again for joining me. We might just leave it there for the time being. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.